Right. Right. Last. Nice. At this time, will the audience please remain standing and remove all hats as we prepare for the presentation of colors by the Elkin High School Junior ROTC Color Guard and the Pledge of Allegiance led by our enlisted cadets, Steve Bronio, Silas Coley, Riley Lyles, and Charles Walker.
Please join us as we honor our nation in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts hearts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Right, place, forward, march.
Thank you. Please be seated. Sydney Kelly will now deliver our inspirational thoughts.
Out of respect for all gathered here to celebrate our graduates this evening, I will not deliver a religious prayer at this ceremony. Recognizing our diversity in beliefs, values, faith traditions, but honoring our unity and gratitude, I invite you to reflect quietly on all that the future holds for the class of 2019, while expressing thanks for all that has helped this year's graduates to this point. The gift of intellect, the opportunity and initiative to learn, the goals we have set and met for ourselves, and the support of our faculty, family, friends, and mentors. Continuing to reflect with gratitude, ask that good fortune, safety, and the desire to perpetual learning be always with this graduating class. As we journey forth filled with knowledge, dreams, and hopes for the future, let us continue to learn from those around us, from our diversity, and from our world with compassion and gratitude.
Good evening. I'm Tanner Upchurch. Friends, classmates, family, faculty and staff, and anyone else who might be joining us this evening, welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Elkin High School class of 2019. Thank you for being here. For those graduating, today marks the end of 13 years of hard work, early mornings, late nights, and for some of us, finding a balance between school, jobs, playing sports, participating in clubs, all while trying to maintain a social life. We've all come such a long way, and as cliche as it may sound, it is only the beginning. Some of us will be off to college soon. Some of us will go straight to working. Some of us will serve in the armed forces. But no matter what any of us do, we will always remember our time here at Elkin, and we'll always be the Bucking Oaks of the class of 2019. To everyone else in attendance, whether you are a parent, a friend, or even a teacher or principal,
It's safe to say we couldn't have done it without your support and guidance. Thank you for helping us along our journey. Before I finish, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations not only to my classmates, but to all those who have helped us along our journey. Once again, thank you and welcome to our graduation ceremony.
Good evening. My name is Missy Fuentes Delgado. Today marks the end of a milestone in our lives and marks the beginning of another. It has been a great year filled with laughs and successes. This not only applies to the class of 2019, but to the teachers and faculty who motivated and supported the students through the ups and downs of high school. On behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to recognize the Elkin High School staff members who also walked the halls for the last time this year. Sergeant First Class Kenneth Abrams, Mr. Tony Duncan, Mrs. Kathy Ray, and Ms. Jennifer Brown. Sergeant First Class Kenneth Abrams, also known as Sarge, is known for contributing his high school teacher career to the Army JROTC program. He is retiring after 22 years of instructing JROTC, coaching basketball, and driving an activity bus. More importantly, he has taught everyone, it's not about the cards you have been dealt, but what you do with those cards that matter. He's often regarded as empathetic, fair, and kind by his students and peers. He plans to go fishing after retirement. Mr. Tony Duncan, also known as Coach Duncan, is known for dedicating his time as the Elkin High School athletic director. He is retiring after 34 years of teaching physical ed classes and coaching the boys tennis team. His legacy at Elkin High School will remain as the outstanding athletic director who supported the countless sports teams in victory and in loss. His tennis team says he's not only a good coach, but also a great friend. He is regarded as motivational and supportive. After retirement, he plans to play golf and spend time with his children. Mrs. Kathy Ray. Mrs. Ray spent her Elkin City school career as the financial secretary for the high school and the middle school. Her contribution to the school is mostly behind the scenes, moving paperwork and dealing with accounts. She is retiring after 11 years of being a financial secretary at Elkin High School. A colleague says she is like the Energizer Bunny. She just goes and goes and goes. She's often regarded as passionate and taking pride in her work. After retirement, she plans to enjoy time with her family and traveling. Last but not least, Ms. Jennifer Brown. Her time at Elkin High School was teaching physical ed. After 12 years as a gym teacher, she retired. She was known for several things, from having a different car every year, to talking to her students about any and everything, to having an inspirational quote and art piece up every day in her class. Her students loved her, and she was often regarded as caring, compassionate, and encouraging. After retirement, she plans to spend time with her family and have a flexible schedule for her grandchildren. They all made an impact on Elkin High School in different aspects of it, from finance to athletics to the JROTC program. On behalf of the class of 2019, we thank you for your time and dedication, not only to our class, but to Elkin High School as a whole. We wish you well in your endeavors in the future.
Good evening. On behalf of Dr. Myra Cox and the faculty and staff of Elkin High School, I welcome you to I wish it was Grissom Stadium, but unfortunately, I welcome you to Dixon Auditorium for the 2019 commencement ceremony to honor our graduates. Tonight is a night to celebrate the accomplishments of this group of students and their families. But tonight, we also have heavy hearts as we are missing one of our own who should be celebrating with us tonight. Taylor Chipman passed away tragically in a fire 3 weeks ago. We are honoring Taylor's memory tonight by saving her seat and place in the graduation lineup. At this time, I would ask that everyone please pause for a moment of silence to honor and remember Taylor and her family. Thank you. Class of 2019, tonight is your night. Tonight is about you and your accomplishments. I am thankful that I have been able to spend the last 4 years with you. During the senior assembly, your historian said that you had been labeled the worst class to ever come through Elkin City Schools. And I must admit, when you were in middle school, I heard, watch out for that group. But when I look back at the class of 2019, that's not what stands out to me and not what I will recall about your class. Here's what I will recall about the class of 2019. I will recall the hustle and determination that you displayed on athletic fields and the courts as you competed. I'll recall the senior play that you put on and the excellent job that you did bringing the Wizard of Oz to life. I'll recall the dessert theater from just last week and the tremendous amount of talent that was on display that night. I'll recall sitting in Miss Candy Hendricks' English 10 class a couple of years ago, listening to one of your class discussions and thinking to myself, I love these kids. I'll recall the smiles that so many of you gave me each morning as you came into school. I'll recall watching you sit in the student sections on Friday nights in the stadium and in the gym, and how loudly and fervently you supported your fellow classmates. I'll recall the individual state championships won by this class in state in track and hunter safety. I'll recall the commitment made by several of your classmates to join the military and proudly serve our country. I'll remember watching you at the pool during your senior picnic and just seeing the fun that you had from being around each other. I'll recall the way you came together to support one another after a tragedy so close to graduation. I'll remember the decorations that I found in my yard this morning. And say thank you for the utensils that were left. Were there challenges for the 4 years that you were here? Oh yeah. But when I think back on the class of 2019, it will be with fond and positive memories. I'm proud of each one of you, and thank you again for sharing this part of your lives with me. And I cannot leave the podium without one last time, and if you will, say it with me. It's a great day to be a Bucking Elk. Thank you.
Keep moving forward. Through ups and downs, the curving roads that round, on the long bumpy road, it's the journey. Keep moving forward. Now here's the tricky part. Do not worry. Don't get stuck at the start. It's not the destination. Keep moving forward. An object in motion stays in motion. Let nothing defeat this notion. Just keep moving forward. You can stop a moving train. Let nothing hold you back. You've already beat the rain. Just get back on track. You held on to the memories. You kept moving forward. And here we are, away from home, at the end, but there's a whole new beginning, seen waiting just around the bend. There's such a long way to go. There's room to learn, room to grow. There's much to earn. Take pride. Let it show. You've reached the top of the mountain, yet your journey isn't nearly done. You count all of them, and there's so many more to come. But you can do this. Take them on, one by one. Keep moving on forward. You cling to them still. Look. Okay. Looking back on them, time seemed to stand still, but don't look back for too long. The road is treacherous and unsure ahead. There's yet another mountain to climb before you can head to bed. You've made it this far. There's still a long way to go. Such a long, long way, and now you know. Remember who you are. Keep moving forward. Keep on keeping on this long, bumpy, winding, curving, terrifying, satisfying, exciting, alarming, electric, ecstatic, scary, sad, lonely, familiar, foreign, unrelenting, never-ending road. Keep moving forward. So much has happened. What should I do? I'm moving forward, going home. I think you should too. Our first speaker for this evening will be Gabrielle Moses.
Good evening. My name is Gabrielle Moses, and I am honored to be speaking to you all. We have worked diligently to get to this point in our lives, but that does not mean that we stop here. We must continue to have passion and perseverance to achieve our long-term goals. I know some people have worked harder than others, but I'm encouraging those who need it to start working harder because now your future is truly in your hands for the first time. Many of us are parting ways for the first time in 12 years, so now is the time to find yourself and be true to yourself in attaining your personal goals. In the words of Steve Jobs, don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. This quote from Steve Jobs inspires me to chase my dreams and fight for the things that I want out of my life. Of course, everyone has their own opinions and dreams, but one thing that will always be the same is that you must be willing to pull your own weight in order to be successful. Naturally, there will be failures, probably many more failures than successes, but you must be willing to pursue breakthroughs in your life to achieve any type of accomplishment. This being said, there will always be an easy way out or a way for you to stick to the norm. You must have passion to fulfill your purpose and surround yourself with those willing to support you. If the goals are not set at an attainable level, you may be setting yourself up for disappointment. Understand your limits and create a plan of how far you want to go. Once this is done, it is time for the difficult part, actually fulfilling each step. Oftentimes, you may realize your potential and become irritated when things do not work out the way you intended. But you have to take a moment and reflect and accept that small steps are necessary for success. As Kelly Oates said, in the long run, nothing can stop the combination of hard work and perseverance. Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve, but understand that you must be willing to have determination and a strong work ethic to mold your future. Today, high school is over. Make it a point this summer to dig deep and genuinely find who you are and who you want to become. Reflect on past actions because some changes will need to be made with attitudes, mindsets, and behavior to have a successful and meaningful adult life. Also, take time to think about how to embrace diversity because it is 2019 and you will be looked at as equal among your peers in the new settings that you seek. Aim to be above average and accept the responsibility that comes with it. Celebrate differences among communities and reach out to those in need. Be the change you want for the future, even though it will definitely not be easy. Put in the work required to make whatever change you need because in the end, it will be worth it. Our next speaker will be Tracy.
Hello. Good evening, students, staff, parents, and family. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tracy, and it is an honor to be able to be here with all of you. Congratulations, you guys. We've made it. It is our time to shine and to step out into the world. C.S. Lewis once said, "There are far better things ahead than what we leave behind." And this is true for us today. This day marks a new dawn of embracing new life experiences, along with reaching our dreams and aspirations. We've all experienced some type of change throughout our 17 and 18 years of life, and we will all continue to change as we graduate and move on to different places, whether it's college, workforce, or the military. Most of us have been together for 13 years, and that's crazy because most people don't get to say that. I can remember back in kindergarten when we were all taking naps and we would never, ever want to sleep. We would all whisper. But now all we want to do is sleep at school. Schoolwork has become harder over the years as we started to challenge ourselves and our ability in new subjects, college courses, life experiences. We also have been given so many opportunities to grow throughout our 4 years, whether it's through academics, service, athletics, or anything else we decided to pursue. Though these things have changed as we have grown through high school, some memories will remain constant in our minds. I can remember the time when Joe flooded Miss Bennett's classroom, or when we all had 8th grade sanctions, or the time we all fought over the bicycles in 1st grade. These memories we have created with each other will forever be a part of each and every one of us, connecting us to the Elkin High School graduating class of 2019. Along with these memories that make us laugh, we have also been through difficult things together. As most of you know, Taylor Chipman, a fellow classmate and best friend of mine, recently passed away just a few short weeks from graduation. Taylor was an amazing human being. Not only did she light up a room with her radiating smile, but she was there for anyone who needed a person to talk to. She always knew how to have a good time and make the best out of a bad situation. She was one of the strongest people I knew. She was determined, hardworking, funny, committed, loyal, and so much more. She faced many challenges that only few knew about, but that never stopped her from being positive and overcoming those obstacles. In the words of Winnie the Pooh, "You may be gone from sight, but you are never gone from my heart." Taylor will be greatly missed and will always hold a special place in my heart along with our graduating class. Change is inevitable. We will form new memories with new people, places, and experiences. Each of us will encounter many different situations in the future, including bad and good. Change is scary because it offers us the opportunity to step out of our comfort zone, leaving friends, family, to embark on a new journey where everything is different, new and unfamiliar. Yet change is exciting and exhilarating. And at the same time, we're stepping into a world full of wonderful opportunities. This is our opportunity to take hold of our future and strive for personal growth. Moving on to the next phases of our lives offers us the ability to start off with a clean slate. We can be whoever we want to be, whether it's staying as we are now or completely changing ourselves into the person we've always wanted to become. Each and every one of us must take hold of our own futures, and instead of letting them slip through our grasps, take every opportunity to try and improve and better yourself in any way. Try new foods, meet unique people, find your passion, and most importantly, be the change you want to see in the world. Once again, congratulations, the class of 2019. I wish you all the very best on your future endeavors. Thank you. Our next speaker this evening will be Mary Claire Hooper.
Good evening. I look back to Miss Coley's kindergarten class. Those were the days. For me, I remember cubbies, crayons, dots, colorful carpet, and of course, that smell, the school smell, which I must agree with Emily here, smelled like home. As we all grew up together, we experienced some crazy things, fun things, and difficult things. But one thing always remained the same. It was us, together, the class of 2019. We all changed together, especially Joe, and we all learned together. We gained new friends, lost friends who will never truly be gone, and we learned to be a friend. Now, as I look ahead, I get nervous thinking about no longer being together. But I know that the things you, my friends, teachers, and family have taught me will carry me to the next step of my life, one about which I am equally excited and terrified. I'm sure most of you feel the same. Though this day is known to mark the end of our high school career, I feel like it is really only the beginning. It is easy to get overwhelmed thinking about all that lies ahead of us, but I feel assured that this place has prepared us for our futures far more than we know. Rather than feeling overwhelmed, we can feel blessed to have a life full of opportunity that awaits us. Rather than feeling maybe a little sad because we are leaving, we can be thankful for the many memories we have made. As Winnie the Pooh famously stated, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard?" You each have such a special place in my heart, all of you. As many times that I could possibly say thank you would never be enough to show how grateful I am to Elkin High School for allowing me the opportunity to get to know and love each of you for who you are. Despite the comfort that Elkin has always provided us, I feel that as graduation has approached, we have been forced to accept reality, especially in the past few weeks. We have mourned together, cried together, hugged each other, and grown through difficulty. When tragedy happens, it is so easy to get down in the dumps, and it is more than okay to do that for a while. The hard times make us wonder if everything will ever truly be okay again. It leaves you feeling a bit empty and a bit disappointed in the way the world works. It is so very hard sometimes to find hope for the future when it seems that darkness is closing in and all you can see is a sad goodbye. One thing that I have learned, however, is that where there is darkness, there is also light. And for light to shine brightly, there must also be darkness. A single candle can light up a whole entire room. Tonight, we are all lights, heading out to different parts of the United States, all the way from Stanford, California to Wilmington, North Carolina. And that is just next fall. Just imagine where God will lead us after we take this first step. And everywhere we go, there will be darkness, but there will also be light, because the light is in us. As Mother Teresa would, I want to encourage you. Go out into the world today and love the people you meet. Let your presence light new light into the hearts of those people. As we leave here tonight, we prepare to go our separate ways and pursue our own goals. There will be many aspects of our lives that will change in ways that we can never imagine. We will all face good times, bad times, and in-between times. However, there will always be some things that remain the same in all of us, binding us together for the rest of our lives. We will always be a light if that is what we choose. We will always be a family. We will never be alone. We will always have a special place in our hearts for blue and gold. And, once again, to quote Mr. Hoyle, it will always be a great day to be a buck and elk. I love you guys. Thank you.
Having successfully completed all graduation requirements as prescribed by the Elkin City Schools Board of Education and upon recommendation by the faculty, candidates will come forward to receive their diploma. Jacob Michael Adams. Yaslin Aguilera Miranda. Matthew Isaac Altmuller. Jonathan David Anderson. Caitlin Erica Attal. Micah James Baker. Cameron Ward Billings. Jonas Rhett Bledsoe. Shane Amesi Bourgeau. Breton Kincaid Brooks. Katie Beth Brown. Nathan Davis Brown. Colin Thomas Carpenter. Caroline Michelle Kaysen. Alicia Gabrielle Caudle. Taylor Alexis Chipman, posthumous. Garrett Ray Crisco. Silas Dar Coley. Amarani Ruby Contreras Crispin. Landon Thomas Douglas. Stephen Cole Edwards. Missy Fuentes Delgado. Joseph William Gallion. Giovanni Sebastian Gatica. Christian Gonzalez. Chase Reed Harris. Gabriel Martin Heggie. William Edwin Hemrick. Michaela Hayes Hallbrook. Mary Claire Hooper. Graylin Jermaine Hughes. Andrea Kenya Humphrey. Rhett Wade Eisenhower. Catherine Jane Jennings. Wyatt Christopher Jester. Sydney Nicole Kelly. Emily Grace Lane. Levi Curtis Lightheart. Christopher Andrew Lomax. Dylan Blake Longworth. Brandon Romulo Laredo. Alan Riley Lyles. Logan Taft Macemore. Reese Thad Macemore. Carlos Adrian March. Paul Eric Martin. Zeta LaShawn Martin. Olivia Cheyenne Massenberg. Kelsey Nicole McCrae. Dylan Christopher Miller. Gabrielle Dale Moses. Ivan Marcus Orta. Chloe Marie Osborne. Damian Christian Owlette. Aaliyah Mackenzie Parker. Sarah Elaine Parker. Malachi Joshua Perea. Asher Dean Perry. Zara Judith Petrosi. Corbin Allen Powell. Jordan Lee Reed. Ashley Lee Rhodes. Tristan Akale Robinson. Janelle Raquel Rodriguez. Jessica Albertina Ruiz Zelaya. Crescencio Santos. Maya Marie Schweikert. Dara Brooke Simpson. Gabriel Soares Souza. Haley Jaden Spicer. Isaiah Oscar Suarez. Cassidy Celine Transu. Tanner Matthew Upchurch. Victoria Lynn Van Gordon. Maria Camila Vasquez. Charles Rex Walker. Matthew Cade Watson. Caitlin Nicole Wilson. Mary Renee Wright. Jose Antonio Zuniga. Congratulations, class of 2019. Now we will hear from our chamber singers. Senior chamber singers, please join the group.
Probably went. You're gonna. I hope so too. That's me.
Of all the money that e'er I have, I spent it in good company, and of all the harm that e'er I done, alas, was done to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. For the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away. And all of the sweethearts that e'er I had, they wish me one more day to stay, one more day to stay. And to my lot that I should rise while you should not. I will gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.
You too.
Will the graduates please rise? By the authority granted to me by the state of North Carolina and the Elkin City Schools Board of Education, I hereby confer upon you the diplomas with which you have been awarded this evening. You may now move your tassels. Congratulations. With audience, join me in applauding the class of 2019. Seniors, please be seated. If the top 10% will please report back to the stadium. Excuse me, to the stage. To the stadium.
Tonight, I stand before you, experiencing conflicted emotions, as I'm sure many of you are as well. First, I can say I'm fortunate. Growing up alongside the people sitting in front of me has been one of the greatest pleasures I can say I've had. We are a class of less than 80. Some have been here since kindergarten, some only for a couple of years. Regardless of one's time at Elkin City Schools, we are a family. Family. This simple word does not have a simple meaning. To me, those who are family are people who love and support one another. Our class is extremely tight-knit. We love and support one another, even in the darkest of times, even in tragedy, even on those days when you just can't seem to get out of bed. We do not always get along well, however, when faced with trouble, you know you can always look to one in our grade to listen when we need to vent, to lean on when we need to cry, to make us laugh, or to simply be there with a smile or a hug. We love, just like a family does. Second, I am proud. Our journey to this moment has not been easy. Those challenges, however, have only made this moment sweeter. We have survived 4 years of English, math, we have struggled through freshman PE. We have written countless essays, whether for class, scholarships, or for college applications. Each and every one of us has earned this diploma. Lastly, it is bittersweet how this part of our journey is quickly coming to a close. These past 4 years have gone by so quickly, just as our parents said they would. Together, we made up the most hated class at Elkin, yet the memories I have with y'all are filled with so much joy. I will miss the countless school dances where the same song seemingly played over and over again. I will miss our celebrations over Starmount, or even better, East Wilkes 53-52. And who can forget the best senior play ever? Yes, the end of tonight marks something new, a new beginning. We will leave this auditorium no longer as students, but as alumni. Some of us will stay in Elkin, some of us will leave. No matter where your journey takes you, whether to the coast, the mountains, another country, remember, no matter where in the world we are, we will always be able to say, today is a great day to be a Bucking Elk. Will the top 10% please join me? We invite you one last time to sing our school song. You may rise. Far below the Blue Ridge Mountains, there's a place we love. There we sit, they're always seeking higher aims above. We've a school of which we're proud, will always be true. This we sing our alma mater, to our gold and blue.
If everyone will please rise. At this time, I declare this academic year closed. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2019. We request that the audience please remain at your seat until the graduates, the platform party, and the faculty have recessed. It's a celebration. It's their graduation. It's the I'm always believer that you do a great nowadays. Stage, you get to hear their names called. That's what's important. It's celebration. You can't.
But it all goes in here. Yeah, Mark on this.
Done a good job getting most of them anyway.